Good morning, guys, from Slemani or Suleimania. Yesterday, I stumbled into a tour group in my hotel, and they said I could join them for a couple of hours. This time it's foreigners, a Portuguese guy, a German guy, an Indian guy you might recognize, and we'll say hello in a minute. And we're gonna hop in this, and our first stop is the Red Croissant Museum. Tell me about yourself. You've been traveling for a while now?
Yeah, so I've been traveling since June this year because I work in London, but the offices are closed, so there isn't way to stay at home.
Oh. You know I live in Newcastle, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we can hang out.
I work in London and Bristol, so I'm on the road for 6 months now. I'm traveling around Europe
And the Middle East?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, cool. What's the coolest place you've been to?
So far, actually, it was like some place in Turkey, the Kurdistan in Turkey. So.
Oh, and then you took a bus here.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Really cool, man. I think the guide is trying to get us in, right? Because it's closed.
Yeah, trying to get some plastic.
Yeah. By the way, we have a real YouTuber here. I'm standing tall at 350 subscribers, and you're at 650K.
Yeah.
Milestones. So this part of the museum was actually closed, but our guide managed to convince them to let us in despite the pandemic's restrictions.
So in 1990, 1990, Kurdish people, we did revolution against Saddam. So we liberated Kurdistan from Saddam, but after several months, Saddam, he decided to come back to control Kurdistan. When we hear that Saddam is about to coming back to Kurdistan, 5 million people in north of Iraq, which is nowadays we call it Kurdistan, Iraqi Kurdistan, we decide to leave the country because we were afraid that he do genocide against us because already he did it in 1988, which is he killed 182,000 people. So we were afraid that he do another genocide. So we decided to leave. 5 million people. We went to Turkey and Iran. My family, we were a refugee in Iran for about 3 months, and then United Nations, which is France, he gave an idea to United Nations to make no-fly zone. They decided to tell Saddam government to withdraw from Kurdistan, from north of Iraq, to make a federally or autonomous region for Kurdistan. So that's why since 1991 we had our autonomous region, which is Saddam, he decided to leave Kurdistan because in that time he was away. So since 1991 we got our freedom from Saddam. So for example, hundreds of thousands of people were in a border that we stuck in the border, so it's very hard to get food, you know. And sometimes Iranian government, they were sending bread or food or blanket or clothes to the border, or maybe countries or NGOs from United Nations, but it was very hard to provide food for all of these people, hundreds of thousands of people here.
People were like fighting
to get bread. Unfortunately, only the strong people were able to getting food and bread or blanket. Plus, many people died because of the cold. In the mountain in April, it's very cold. So, yeah.
It reminds me of my people in the Holocaust. You know, it's a similar story with the lack of food.
Right. Yeah.
Used to be Saddam Hussein's prison, right?
Yeah, this was the prison and also the military base army. So the full all of his army were here, and one part of the huge place that was a prison. Yeah, was a jail.
Oh, that was the jail.
Yeah,
over there.
Over there, yeah, was a jail.
Yeah.
And also his army were in this area. Yeah.
And then in the bullet holes.
The bullet hole, that's during the liberation in 1991 when Kurdistan did revolution, Kurdish people, and then Peshmerga, they fought against, they tried to liberate this Iraqi base army. So yeah, this bullet is date back to 1991 during the revolution.
Okay, I'll go have a closer look. Thank you.
Welcome, my pleasure.
Yeah, really. This used to be the office of Saddam Hussein's officers. And we can still see the bullet holes here from 1991 when Kurdistan gained autonomy. Let's step inside. Okay, there's not much left to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside. Oh, Saddam Hussein used to drink Fanta. This is hard to accomplish with one hand. So allow me to make a formal introduction to our YouTuber friend.
Hello.
His name is Yatri Doctor, and he's actually studying medicine and making videos while traveling the world.
Yeah. And if you guys understand my language, which is Hindi, Indian language, then you can visit my channel. The link is in description.
Yeah, I'll drop a link in the description. Thanks, mate.
And I really appreciate an Israeli person visiting Iraq and other like Muslim countries which are banned for Israeli people to visit, and his videos must be great.
And I've got to go to India when I have the time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when it opens up for tourism.
Yeah, you can go to Goa.
Yeah,
Israeli people visit Goa.
Israeli people visit all of India. I won't be the first. Not like in Iraq.
Yeah, I lived in Baghdad during civil war in Iraqi Kurdistan. I lived in Baghdad for 3 years when I was a kid. Yeah, I lived in Baghdad, but we had to flee because my father, he got arrested by Saddam. It's long story.
Yeah, we heard part of it before. Yeah, thank you for opening up like that.
My pleasure.
So this man kindly let me join them for this morning, even though I wasn't part of any tour. So his website for Iraqi Kurdistan tours.
Yeah,
I'll
Iraqi
leave
Kurdistan Guide.
your Instagram.
Yeah, in Instagram, Iraqi Kurdistan Guide, and also website IraqiKurdistanGuide.com.
Yeah, I'll drop the links in the description as well.
Sure, my pleasure.
Right, thank you so much. Honestly.
Thank you. Yeah, you are welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you. They're going to Halabja, where I got a shout because there's construction, where I was already yesterday. So we're gonna go now to Azadi Park, and I'll tell you more about that later.
See you later, guys.
So after a pretty depressing morning, we're going to see something happy. The place we're going, Azadi Park, used to be a military base. Motorbikes here are loud and rowdy. Used to be a military base for the Ba'ath regime, and now they've turned it into a tourism attraction. No dogs allowed. So maybe the reason that dogs are not allowed is because in Islam, dogs are haram. That means that because it's like a filthy animal, you're not supposed to have a dog as a pet. So people here aren't really used to dogs. They're actually quite scared of them sometimes. Beautiful place though.
Yeah, it's interesting, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, knowing the history, it's interesting, but otherwise it's just a park. To be honest. Yeah. So I think the park is pretty vacant because this weather is considered cold for Iraqi people. There's only two locals there, I think. And also because it's a work day today. What day is it?
Yeah, Monday.
Oh, Monday, yeah. Yeah, it's a work day. Okay, me and Khoi are about to leave the park. So I think that's a good note to end on.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Obrigado por verem o vídeo. Eu amo-vos.
I love you. And then I leave a few seconds of awkwardness in the end.